Hello everyone, my name is Ritesh Bakare and let us see the ISE for running multi-container using Docker. First, we need to create two separate directories named backend and another named frontend. So also now let us create a Docker Compose file to run the multi-container. So in the Docker Compose file, let us create first services. We have front ports. We can specify the ports 80:80 and now it depends on the backend. And we have to specify the network. We can provide the app network. Now we need to create the backend services. So backend cmd, we need to specify the build path would be slash backend and the port I think I can specify the port 330 and it will depend on the database. Okay, let us pass the environment variable. So db. Let us specify the volume and the network for it. The volume is the Postgres data and the network is the app network. Now let's check us the so now let us work on the backend part. So let me navigate to the backend directory and we can have an npm init. It will initialize an npm directory for us. Now let us install some dependencies. Npm install course express and tg. So this will install the required dependency need for us. So here is it. Now we have to create another directory name server.js can rename it here. We can also specify the type module.js, so we can use the import syntax. So import express from express. We can also import pool from pg, and I think we can also import course from course. Okay, so now let us create an app using express. So let us add the middleware. So I'm going to use course, and I think we can now origin from URL. Now we can use the middleware for JSON, which is the default express.json. Now, as we have to create a database using, we have to specify the pool. So pool is equal to new pool. So the user is Postgres, the host is DB, and the database is userdb, and the password is also password, and the port is 5432. So after initializing the pool, we need to create a table. So pool dot query, and the query should be written here. Create table if not exist user. You can specify its ID, its primary key, then username, where can unique, not null, email, where can not null, password where can not null. So we can add a catch block if some error happen. We can log that error. Fine. So now initially the database is created. So to check the server is running correctly, you can have a base endpoint. Now let us create the two routes which are login and register. So first start with the register. In a register, it will be an async request response, and everything should be in a try catch block so that the error is caught while runtime. So now let's first restructure the response, the request. Now check if the email username is there or not. So now let's add the existing user into the database. And then we have to just enter the response. So the status is 201 as the user is created, and let's send the JSON. Message would be user registered successfully. So now let's create the login functionality. So I can copy the existing code and change it. It login will only require username and password. So the email validation is removed. We need to first check if the user with that name is already present or not. So let us give the username. Then username. And we have to see if the results if it is equal to 0, then we do not know, we do not have that user, so we can return the rest dot status of 400 not found, and we get JSON message. JSON message user not found message here. So now if we have a user, then user must be in the first row. So result dot rows of the first index. Yeah. So now we have to check just the password. So the user password is equal to the password provided by the user. Then we can send the message of OK and login successful. Else we can say invalid credentials. So now we can also, we have to start the server. So we have mentioned the 3000 port, and we can listen it on the port. Within the local host network and the callback. So this is the backend file, and the last thing in the backend we have to do is to add the Docker file. So so we have to specify the node version. We are using the node 18 version, and the work directory is the current app directory. Then we have to copy the existing package file, the .json file into the directory, and we have to run npm install first. Then again copy it into the existing directory. We have to expose the port. The backend port is 3000, and the command we have to run is the node, and the file name is server.js. So that is the backend part. So now let us start with the front end part. First, create an index.html file, create a boiler template code, login, and now in the body, create a div, and div that we can mention the user registration tag, and then create a form with the ID of registration form. So create an input of type text, ID, registered user name, placeholder username is required. So just copy that 3 times. First one is text, second one is email, the third one is password. So registered email, then I registered password, placeholder username, email, and password. So let's create another button of type submit, register. So with after this div, create another div for login. So what you contain to do, and that will contain the form. So user login. In this we have to change the ID, login form, text, email, password, submit. So we do not need the email part, only need the login and username and password. So now at last we have to add script, that script will be an src script.js file. So this will create a JS file in the current directory. So now let's navigate to the JS directory, and with the help of document, let's get its ID. First is the registration form. We have added an event listener of submit, maybe async. Now we have to extract the username. Its value. Similarly for email and password. So now let's take everything and try catch block. Catch block. So the API call must be in try catch block. So let us first wait fetch. So our URL will be http ://localhost : port is 3000 / register. Then specify the method. The method is post. The headers are c28 content type application/JSON, and let us specify the body. The body must be sent using JSON. So username, name, sorry, username, email, and then password. So let us take this in the response and see if the response dot. So let us extract the first result from the response. So we get the JSON response. If the response is the response is okay, it is not okay. Error. So we can add a simple alert, or we can just simplify the message. If the response is okay, then we have to just set an alert. See, using our message successful. We have to catch the error. We can also specify alert. Fail. So now similarly, we have to do it for the login form. So let me copy the whole thing and change it to login form. Add 20 listener without required email. The method is login. Post application. We have to just pass username and email. Username and email. And take the result from it. Okay. Login fail. Login successful. Login fail. Okay. So yeah, that is it. Now let's create a Docker file for the front end. Docker file. We just have to have the Nginx, Nginx. We copy the current directory into user share Nginx HTML, and we can expose the port of 80, which is a default port. So now let's see if our application works fine. So Docker compose build. So here we can see in the backend part there is an error. Error is cannot find module PG. Okay. So the module PG is not there. Okay, so I think we have stopped this. So we can stop that container. Module 3 container stop. We can go to the backend directory npm uninstall ps. So it will uninstall the ps, and we have to install pg. So the Postgres dependency is added. So now let's navigate back to our original directory and just run the command. So it's building. So the pool is not. So I think it is found because I have used the model. So use the command J. So let me just remove and use the default require syntax. So express required, not it is required. Just let me just stop the whole container back at front end and this, and let me again build it. So yeah, express spelling is what stopping the container, running it again for the. So yeah, here we can see the backend is started on port 3000. The front end is running. So let me navigate to the front end side. Here we can see abc at the rate gmail.com 456 can register user registered successfully. So now you can see the password 356. You can see the login part also works. So now let us see the database backend. The backend is running on port 30,000. So yeah, the backend server is running, and also we have mentioned a method of db which will give us the database. So this is the database value. The db is added over here. So it will just select all from the user and send us the user. So yeah, let me register the user with my name. So let's keep the same. Register user register successfully. Logged successful. And let me check the database. So yeah, the next entry is added.